Hello there. Well, it's nice to be back for another week, and boy, have I got some entertainment. And I wanted to start with a couple of options for the school holidays, because it gets to school holiday time, and we say this every holidays. You go, what can I do? Especially the spring holidays when it's got a tendency to rain. So I wanted to start with a film called The Small Foot. Now, this is very, very cool, and some big names in this, including Danny DeVito, James Corden, LeBron James, Channing Tatum in there as well. And it focuses on a family of Bigfoots, or Big Feet. I'm not entirely sure what you would say there. But you know how we have the legend of the Bigfoot? They have the legend of the small foot. And when one happens to float in one day, there's one Bigfoot in particular that thinks he might just know where to find the small feet.
On my own. Yeah, the first step's the hardest when you walk into the unknown.
Hi, I'm... No. I'm taking you home. So warm. Wait a minute. How's that? Nice and toasty all the way around.
That is a very cool little movie for the school holidays. The other one is The House with the Clock in Its Walls, and this is based on a novel. Basically, a little boy lives in a house. The original owner of the house, his ghost, is still there, but he built a clock into the walls, which essentially could signal the end of the world. Now, Jack Black in this one as well, Kate Blanchett, and another great... It's being described as a bit of a horror, but it's a family horror. So there's comedy elements in there as well, but a chance for something a little bit spooky for the school holidays. And of course, we know, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, it is Halloween time. So this is The House with the Clock in Its Walls.
Have a look around.
You're perfectly safe.
That's safe.
As long as it's fed. Do you know what a warlock is, Lewis?
A boy witch.
I think they're a little more than boy witches.
Are you saying that you're a warlock? Please teach me, please, please.
Okay, have it your way. I can give you the right books, teach you the right spells, but that last 1%, that's up to you.
I don't want the creepy little runt. Think I want him? Lucky shot.
So a couple of very cool names there, The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Now on to a bit of a period piece, and we know I love a period piece, so I'm got a bit of a tendency to say good things about them, but this is so much more than that, and it's Ladies in Black. It takes us back to 1959, Australia, ladies working in department store there. What it is, though, is so much more than just what was Australia like in 1959 and a nice story wrapped around that. It allows us a look into what it was like with views on immigration for the time. There's one line in particular where an immigrant is referred to as a refugee, which paints a picture of the time, and also the role of women and how women were treated and what in fact women weren't able to do in late 1950s Australia. So well worth a look. Ladies in Black.
This came for you. Oh, Dad will have to sign this. Dad, I need you to sign this form.
Look, I've told you before, no daughter of mine is going to university.
We'll think of something. Look, Mum. Magda gave me this, and her husband made us a lovely lunch.
He made the lunch.
European men like to cook.
Oh, I like to drink. I'm off to the pub. See you in a couple of hours.
You're a clever girl. It's the most wonderful thing in all creation, you know?
Perhaps you will be a businesswoman. There are worse things.
Oh, I should have gone to mass this morning. Too late now.
I'm sure God will understand.
So Ladies in Black getting decent reviews, you know, averaging sort of 7, 8s out of 10s here and there. Also people saying really good things in terms of the critics, and I know that people who have been along to see it so far have really enjoyed it as well. So it is a good film. Now on to some live music, and a guy called Adam McGraw. He is the lead singer of a wonderful band called The Eastern, and he's on tour at the moment performing in some of the smaller places that don't necessarily get a lot of the acts that we might see elsewhere. So I wanted to mention this because he's doing something like 28 different dates in some of the very smallest locations in the country. But Adam is performing tonight in Akaroa at the Gaiety Theatre. He's performing tomorrow night in Balcairn in North Canterbury at the public hall there. and then off to Picton on Sunday night at the Little Theatre 2. This is Adam, if you want to have a wee listen to what he sounds like.
Well, I ain't got you. I'm just a lonely folk singing along way from home, sitting in the kitchen, baby, all alone. I'm just trying to write one more song and keep the world outside.
That is entertainment for this week. As always, it's been a pleasure. We'll catch you next Friday here on The Cafe.